When I started out in real estate 20 years ago, one of the key things I learned was you have to get the knowledge. So in this short training, I'll be teaching you the 5-step property pathway, how to create your own property pathway. I'll be teaching you, number one, how to understand the gap between where you are and where you want to go to. Number two, why your big why is going to be the most motivating factor and the biggest driver that's going to get you from A to B. I'll also teach you in there about how to create the 7 levels deep of dissecting that bigger why and getting to your purpose. I'll also be showing you in there how to build yourself a plan and how to create a strategy about how to move forward, and also the importance of cash flow and how to make sure that your cash flow is always going to make property an enjoyable thing. So listen, enjoy the content and catch you at the end. Here it is. Now, I don't care what type of career that you work in, whether you're working in a trade or whether you're working in an office, or you're an accountant or a doctor or God knows what else, at some point in time before you started your career, you didn't know much about that particular job or that particular pathway, right? So what you had to do was find people around you who could, maybe you did an apprenticeship, maybe you did a traineeship, maybe you did a 2-year course, or maybe you did a 5-year university degree, whatever it might be. But you had to do something to learn the ropes of that particular trade or career, right? Money, property, and financing is exactly the same. It's the exact same concept. You need to build a base. You need to build a foundation. That's where you need to start. And the first thing you need to do is this. You need to understand the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Now, most people I see, on average, are sitting on around about 120 to 140,000 in super. So if you need $1 million outside of your own home, and I'm talking people in their 30s and 40s at this point, right? If you need $1 million outside of your own home to guarantee a $1,000 a week lifestyle in retirement, then the shortfall is going to be 860,000. Now, if you're already in your 40s, you've got to look at it and go, how many years have I got left to accumulate that money? So let's just quickly look at it, okay? You got your home, you got your super, and you're trying to pay your house off. That's the norm, okay? And you've currently got, say, 120,000 in super. The average punter I see is 120, 130, 140. People who are going okay, 160, 170, 180, maybe, right? Maybe at that age. So here's the gig. At 67, if the goal is to retire with $1 million in assets outside of your own home, okay, you've got to understand this. You're going to have somewhere to live. People will be selling their homes. I'm going to point this out to you in the next training. You're going to need $1 million. If you've only got 120 right now, your gap is 880,000. And you got, say, let's say you're 45. You've got 22 years to live. How are you going to accumulate that 880,000? Question for you. Are you going to save it? Of course you're not. Is super going to be enough for you? Obviously not. So then what do you need to do? You need to do something better. You need to do something more. You need to find a better way. So the first step you need is you need to understand what your current position is, and you need to understand what the gap is, all right? As I said to you earlier, my dad worked till 73. 73. He worked his entire life since he was a kid. Man, I love me dad. I love me parents. He's passed away now, unfortunately, but he bloody worked his whole life, folks. His whole life he worked. I mean, he played sport and footy and stuff. I'm getting a bit emotional here, but I've got to share with you, you know. I love my family, I love my dad. But bloody hell, what a life, man. Just battling and struggling for bloody money. Come on. Your life's got to be better. Your life has to be better than that. I want it to be better than that, folks. That's why I'm teaching you this stuff, right? So you need to understand the gap, and then you need to go, right, how the hell am I going to do it? So you need a clear goal and a target. You know, recently, you know, there was a study done at Yale University, and they found that 5% of people who achieve financial independence, who actually learn how to replace their income and live a good, comfortable retirement, they'd actually set goals and set a plan in place. The other 95%, and remember I showed you earlier, 91% of people are going to fail financially, end up on, you know, $400 a week in a pension. The difference was these people have a plan and have a goal. All right, so they've got a target. So for instance, if I've got a dart in my hand, right, and I want to hit a bullseye up here. So I've got a dart, but I don't know where the target is, folks. I don't know where the target is. I've got a dart in my hand and go, right, man, I want to hit a bullseye. Where are we going to throw this one? Oh, we'll throw it over here, see what happens. So we'll throw it over here. Right. It's not going to happen. Unless I've got a really, really clear target, a really, really specific number that says this is the number I'm shooting for, now you can start to build strategy. Now you can start to map this out. The other thing that you need to do, so I'll take that down. The other thing that you really need to do is that you need to get really, really clear. Once you know the gap, once you've got a clear target, you then need to get really, really clear on why do you want to do this. Now this might be foreign to a lot of you watching this training, all right? But the question is this, why? So, for instance, you may be sitting there thinking, why is it important for me to create wealth? Well, it could be because of my family. It could be because of my kids. It could be I want to travel. I want property to fund my lifestyle. It could be I want to be safe and secure in retirement. It could be I don't want to be a sucker to the government and their stupid pension. It could be I want to get out of work early. I don't want to work in the rat race until I'm 67. Whatever that answer is, I'm going to give you a little exercise. Grab yourself a piece of paper, grab a pen. Don't have to do it now, but I'm going to share it with you because I also want to teach you so you learn as we go through it. Okay, so you want to, first of all, write down that number one reason why you want to do well with money, why you want to get to a point where you can retire early, whatever it is. What's your bigger why? And then here's all you do. Underneath that, we're going to go 7 levels deep. 7 levels deep. So what does 7 levels deep mean? That means I want you now to start digging underneath that very first reason. So if your first reason was, you know, I want to create wealth so I don't have to, so I can look after my family, okay? Okay, the next question you ask yourself is this. So why is looking after my family important to me? And you might say, so I give my kids a better future. Okay, I'm just going to make this up as I go. You go down another level. Why is it important for you to give your kids a better future? Well, because I struggled, I don't want to see them struggle. Okay, so why is it important to you that they don't struggle? Well, because I know that the government's not going to look after people, they're going to have to look after themselves. Okay, so why is it important for your kids to look after themselves? And I want you to go down 7 levels. Takes a little bit of work. You may not have even been in the personal development space. But this is how I changed my life, folks. This is more about mindset. This is about breaking the fear. This is about taking a step to the other side, going, here's my barrier, here's my barrier. Now I know my why. Now I've got my reasons. This is what's going to drive you to do it. Because if you just sit there and go, hey, it's a wish list. Oh, geez, oh, God, I'd love to invest. Oh, God, if I get a property. It's BS, folks. It's the mindset. It's breaking through the fear. It's breaking through the barriers. It's doing what Trev did. Taking that one step and going, let's go step over here and see what happens, folks, right? So the next thing you want to do is work out, go down the 7 levels of why is that important to you, okay? And each time you come up with an answer, you just go, well, okay, now why is that important to me? Come up with another answer, why is that important to me? You'll get to the basis of it and you'll find the real core reason why you want to go forward and look at investing, look at a property, building your wealth, paying off your house faster, whatever that is for you. It's not for me, this is for you. These are the sort of things that my mentors and coaches have taught me, folks, that I take my clients through and teach you this stuff so you get it. This is mentally driving it through, breaking through barriers, okay? That would be the next thing that I would do if I was in your shoes. The next step you want to take is number one, you need to have, after that, you need to look at what's your cash flow? Where's your money going? Here's what I did 20 years ago. This was the one thing that changed my life and changed my finances forever. My mentor at the time says, listen, Tony, the reason why you're stressing out, the reason why you haven't got any cash flow under control, the reason why you're worrying about property is twofold. Number one, you don't understand how the numbers work inside a property because you've just gone and bought properties, which I did. Nobody helping me. I'm 5 in 5 years when I first kicked off. And the second thing was, he said, you don't even know where your money goes. So here's what he taught me to do. He said, get a notepad and pen. We're 20 years ago, right? Get a notepad and pen. It's a bit prehistoric. Get a notepad and pen. I want you to put them beside your bed. And every night I want you to write down what you spent money on that particular day. And I want you to do it for 30 days. All right. So you don't have to do that. I've got a better idea for you. So let's just go here and go, right, 30 days. So I did it. I look back over it, I chunked it all down, I realised I was spending about 100, 150 bucks a week on smokos and lunches and just crap, right? Then money on beers and punting on horses and all the other stupid things that I used to do back then, right? So therefore I was able to just get real and just go, you know what the hell am I doing with my money? But here's what happened, folks. Once I knew my why, once I had a driver, once I had the vision of why I want to do this, guess what became really, really easy? Instead of grabbing money and taking it over here and just blowing it, I would take money and in my mind go, I'm going to build this because I'm doing that, and I would put money into property. I would put money into where it makes money grow. I'd still have fun, I'd still enjoy life, I didn't live as a miser, I enjoyed my time, and I want you to do the same too, but it's getting that balance. And the principle was this, it was called pay yourself first. Never heard of it. I wish I got taught. I left school at 15. I seriously wish I got taught that at school, honestly, but I didn't. So pay yourself first means take money, put it over here, put it into assets that build and grow, and learn to live off the rest. Once you start to do that, after a 2 or 3 month period, you don't ever miss the money. That's another story. So you need to do that. So they're the things that we're going through. So step by step by step, understanding the gap, having a clear goal or a target, understanding your why, go 7 levels deep, understanding your cash flow, and then getting financially assessed to look at your borrowing capacity of what you can or can't do, okay? That's where you need to go with that. And then finally, putting a strategy together that maps the whole thing out, that shows you, here's how we're going to go about knocking off and getting this 880 so that I get to million by whatever time or date it is, folks, all right? They're the 5 steps that I'd like to teach you today. I hope you've enjoyed that. There's a bit of personal development, a bit of coaching going into this, but it's really cool stuff. So please, do the exercises. Break through that barrier. Break through that fear. Break through that roadblock. Book a strategy call. See if you qualify to have a strategy call with us so we can help you break through the roadblocks. Be like Trev. Come out the other side and go, hey, I'm now on the path, because I can guarantee you, folks, this is the whole message of my concept. It's 1 step away. 1 step away. You are just 1 step away from moving in a new direction. Remember, your better future is on the other side of fear. Your better future, it's like, you're sitting in a ship and the ship's at port. There's a storm out at sea, but the ship's got to get the cargo from one country to the next. The captain can't sit there and wait for calm seas. The captain has to make a decision. It says, okay, let's go. And the first thing he's going to do, he's going to map a path and a course that he thinks is going to get him from A to B, and avoiding most of the rough weather as he goes, right? He's not going to drive straight into the eye of the storm. He's going to try to maneuver around it. Where's the storm moving? Where do we go? How do we track this? How do we map this out? Because if the captain of the ship stayed stuck at shore, the ship would never move. You have to face the storm. You have to go into the headwind. You have to take that step, folks. Don't end up like the 91% baked beans and 2-minute noodles. All right, I'm Tony. I hope you enjoyed that training, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next training.